everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. The kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Watson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf with touchdown number short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Allen flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Touchdown, Giants! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Allen off the play fake. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Allen's throw is complete. Not much there, only a yard. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They do go for it. Here's Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he finds Howard complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Devin McCourty brings them down. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. From the gun on third, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Left side, Cook. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Here's Watson.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Washington on third down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Man open And here's Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7th. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Watson's throw complete there to Johnson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. Breaks a tackle. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jones has it. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Isaiah Simmons
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Balaj. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Julio Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal.
36, Washington 33. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook, he is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a
now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Balaj. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kalen Balaj taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right, to the right side, and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now it's Watson. And complete. Right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Dances by him. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's got some space here. Fights through it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Deontay Johnson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Giants are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
As we
tight with
speak.
the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants,
they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.